blessed love.
Alright, so while the people them are jumping back, they're jumping slower than it did start off the first time, like the people them get fed up. But anyway, while the people them are jumping back, Patrice, what you really have to share about Dalton thing?
Well, as in what? What do you mean?
I mean, what are your views on the whole Dalton situation? We are talking about from day one, from Digicel to where I'm there right now, to the whole mother situation, everything. What are your views on it?
Alright, you don't know so well. Me, when Dalton go on Digicel, we did done their fire already.
Right.
And then, over the time, I hear them with it and thing, but big woman thing, it's not like, you know how the music business run in Jamaica. We breed them like one every minute. So, you know, like, if he's not out there with the top tiers, he's going to be overlooked, which that's what happened.
Right.
Anyhow, you know, I still didn't hear anything of it. But the X Factor, living in the UK, the X Factor, you see a lot of like, well, people from Jamaican background have entered and haven't gone anywhere really. So like, in the summer now, X Factor kick off and you see like this youth from, I think he was even from Barbados or Trinidad or like somewhere like that. But before we get there, last year a man from the Caribbean came second in it. So you know, like people had open like, yeah, you know, we're here. Because you know how the television here works. It's not a lot of like people that represent for us on it. So like when you see somebody's like gold dust, you get what I mean? So like in the summer now, when all of this kicked off, like yeah, and it was like everywhere the black, this nice handsome young man, like Jesus Christ, a Jamaican in the X Factor. So then now we start look down for him even before like the audition start, you know, like the premiere, like when they put that thing out on the telly, like yeah. So when that started, you know, like I said, no, that youth are in there, you know, thing and thing. That is even before we even hear him start. So on the auditions now when he went there and tear up me, I said, this you win like Rising Star and nothing. Interested in Jamaica, so some start looking to it and I be like, really? So now I start camping and I said, no sir, him can't come so far with them good vibes and go back home. I say, I'm after win can sound good and whatever. Can. You know me if you follow the page, you know I've got a love for music and whatever. Right. So, but then you know I said, no G-Box Nation. I start looking for them video them on YouTube for know, like when me hear me first time, when they went live now, they said to start film and a son and start promoting, you know, like yeah, can't see what he will. I start looking at me and say like him video them on YouTube for after Rising Star and watch on stage and me hear the man get a rundown and thing. I'm like, so nobody down in Jamaica never see them note here, them vocals, you know, nothing. Why is it that he's not out here competing in the top here? Is it that we don't have the facilities? Is that we don't have the producers capable of doing it? What is it? So my thing is that I love him because he's talented and I think he's a genuine, humble youth. So for me, that is where my thing is. I don't care about nothing else. In mother, I don't want to hear nothing more from her because I want to know the things that my Dalton said. I was listening to a song they call Pa, something like that.
Right.
Dalton, me not say them something from 2014, 15. So how come them things never come out when she never come ball out them time? Why you know she come and come make the argument? Me no want to hear nothing from them with Dalton like some camp.
I guess he never successful enough in a fear eyes.
Pardon?
I guess he never successful enough in a fear eyes for she tear down at that time.
But that is us as a people. We have to know, say, listen, you see the crab in a barrel, we have to get over it.
Right.
You can't see the people. My thing is, we can then beat our son, kill our son out and murder, dead, done. If whenever like say people like me, you, and some more other people say, listen, the youth have talent and that we are focused on and we love him as a person and care zero about nothing else. We don't care. Why would a mother come out here come do that?
Exactly.
Everybody out here kill your son. You know where we're from and you know where he is performing. Jamaica, most of us, we have a homophobic mentality.
Right.
There where we frown upon certain things that is not the norm in society because they have us down in a murder days and they don't carry back up in today's society. That I'm saying if you are against it, you should come out here and like bow down and accept. But when you're going to preach hate because somebody, you have no evidence of the man being gay. It's just a photo you see come out here. You know, see him kissing nobody, you know, see him lie down in a bed with nobody, you know, you see no man breathing. But everybody come out here and throw a stone and then you that give birth. How can the mothers tender care since towards our child. Come out here in the same weekend. Oh, Dalton and this, I want the media to find me this, that. All of that's gonna come, wait till he wins. If you coming out here doing all of them things, it's breathing too much negativity in the man's thing. Wait till the man wins, fam. Be coming out here doing all of that for it's not necessary. The people that I'm gonna talk to you, yes, you're still not the hottest thing on the planet right now. For like how much weekend is the hottest thing. Them I'm gonna check you at Jamaica you come from. Where you're gonna kill the boy tell lie man.
Right.
You know telling like you yourself admitted the little you and the little boy jump off time and time again. And in talk, remember my mother thumping a more my nose and broke my nose, you know. So when we get rich up in a life now, God bless me, I'm gonna talk to the woman broke my nose. But me never do. Show up on the woman.
You know the one thing that she said, Patrice, where to this day, from me ear she say it, it still hurt me till now and it grind me hard because me no feel like and there are some people out there who justify her statement and I say, well, she right feet. But and this is not for Bashar, but me just don't feel like no mother should ever tell their child to go stand in front of a moving vehicle. No matter how upset, no matter how angry you is at that child, no matter what the child do to make you pissed off, there is no reason for a mother to tell a child to go stand in front of a moving vehicle. Am I wrong or am I right?
Unstoppable, you're not wrong. And let me tell you something. She done said, and the good thing about it, she admit that she said. Listen,
right.
You see, poverty and one nice. So, somehow we come from some part in a poverty where we cut through to go down there. You see that lady, she's been through a lot in life, yeah? And me understand, say, where she said to Dalton, and Dalton knows, say, listen, mommy did frustrated and because if you listen to time, will say, papa.
Right.
He's a youth who love him mother and want the best for him mother and everything when he say on the TV. And not lie him and tell him talking from 2016. Him and him mother live by the woman cussing dog rotten.
Right.
When she said that, I don't think she really did mean for the truck gully kingdom. She stayed out of frustration and the bad fish she said, but me not think deep down she didn't want to go there, but I'm not joking.
But see,
the man said that a nice and cute, you know, good I don't want to know when woman I tell him all in a house, you know.
Alright, see what me I said to Patrice, right? Yes, me understand she might have said it out of frustration. Fine, I understand that much, right? But what me I say is this. What if Dalton was actually weak-minded and decide say, well, my mother don't love me because she don't want me dip on this earth anymore. So you know what? She had tell me to go do this. Me I go do it. What if he had actually done that? What she would have said after that? Oh God, me never mean it. That wouldn't mean nothing afterwards.
You know what say? You know what say? You know me not hear the end of your conversation. I'm going to tell you something. You know what people pick me out in our world where their mother tell them that and they actually do that.
Exactly.
And Dalton mother is not the only mother right now. Me and you are talking and we get on the phone now our woman in a Jamaica tell her to do the same thing and worse. It's
right.
Just one time product of environment and we as a people we have to rearrange the brain, we have to practice love, we have to practice how to express yourself and when we're frustrated now bunk it up where you say some things where it ever hurt people till death. You understand what I mean? Because right now she lives in a regret for that same statement. Because she came and admit the statement. She came out here and said, yes, she tell the little boy so.
Yes.
Dalton came and Dalton never said mother sister when I listen to the video good. He never called nobody name. But it hurt her to the core that much as a mother. She said, listen, we can't take it no more. That I think one of the things what she want proof. She said, well, you know, me never want him dead. It's sad and we just man justify her behavior. We just say why she's just a product of her environment and that's gonna take her out and try to take her out and she just needs to wait and help that and take her out and by keep some support. Me not have the answer for you, but me know say that have a whole lot to do with poverty, hurt and depressed and everything, man. Remember, tenement yard, no light, no nothing. You know, say she listen to him.
Right.
And that and forgive her.
Right.
Yeah? I don't think him have any grudge against her. He don't come across that person.
But you can see.
I can read people like that.
You can see, Patrice, that even though Dalton is going after him goals and you can see say the youth are do good, you can still see say him a hurt a little bit, you know. Even though him successful right now, but you can still see him hurt. When you listen to the things what him say, you can hear the pain in a Dalton voice, you know. You understand? So despite him might forgive her or whether I'm not forgive her or not, you can hear the pain in her voice when the man talk. You understand? Especially when him talk about that situation, you can hear the pain in her voice, and which is why him go so hard for what him really want.
Unstoppable. Can I tell you something?
Go on, talk, mama.
Do you know that there's like 1 million Dalton down in Jamaica, in England, all over in the world?
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. You see, Dalton, I know him same father have probably more than 7 kids. I don't know the exact numbers, I don't want to.
Right.
Same father have more than 7 kids. And I just feel like say he might cry out for love from all angles. Because let me tell you something. You see, let me tell you when we pick up. Based on some of the comments they put on social media,
yeah,
he must suffer from rising star emotionally and mentally.
Right.
Based on the comment they put on social media, where them are calling out time name from rising star and trying to label him because he's not what they accept to be the norm as an artist, or he's not as macho then as the rest of man then. So when we pick up from say 16 him win rising star, that means him and his mother go through this. So me have a son, we know when time the boy they reach them age them time the next string swell up.
Yeah.
And then keep talking and them move over the penis and we don't bring at the man. Yes.
Right.
I believe to say that little boy, he need the love. When him come on X Factor, him get love from Rising Star. But when he came off Rising Star, because him I know, say make a problem.
Because him not go hardcore. That's the thing. Because him not go hardcore, Patrice. That's why Jamaica forget him. Right. If him did go hardcore, he wouldn't get forgotten. Yeah.
Remember that got dumb style we want out here.
Right.
You don't want to hear saying, Lord, you feel look after yourself, you feel love yourself, you feel peace and love. Remember nobody don't want to hear nothing.
Right.
Carry them, they want to hear, you know.
Right.
So when Dalton come out here and he's softly spoken and come on now, remember our island we not support for a singer. We like when they come, we like the Sing Indians, we like the Usher when they come on the island. But we know we have our own there and don't show it up. We know that from in Jamaica. And that's why we strive because we want the reggae rhythm. Them always have to them on the reggae rhythm because nobody wants to invest. And you know, what we just feel like Dalton is a youth way. Emotionally, mentally, him go through a lot and people take things differently.
Alright, hold on the Patrice.
Well, me go through a whole heap of thing with my mother and me fight it through and also well. I don't saw some people stay. Everybody heals differently.
Alright, hold on the Patrice. People, for who just a reach, we are talking to Patrice G-Box from Facebook. She is a loyal Dalton supporter. She is one of the person them where if Dalton get a 1,000 vote, 500 of them are fear. Yes, people. If Dalton get a 1,000 vote, 500 of them are fear. That's how hard she go for Dalton Harris. So she was just the perfect person to have this conversation with tonight pertaining to Dalton Harris. Now, Patrice, people, before we even go any further, what I want to do, click the share button here so you can share YouTube live stream too. Share the button, share it on Facebook, share it on WhatsApp, share it everywhere. Share it up and make the live stream go out and make people know say, yeah, what we are talking about Dalton right now because this is a hot topic. Now, Patrice, you know one thing I'm rate and respect about Dalton, and from day one I respect this about him. The youth is very, very humble. You notice that with him?
Yes.
Very, very humble. Even in the midst of all the bashing we might get. Even in the midst of all the bashing we might get from Jamaicans, right? For the foolishness. The man come out very soft-spoken and still him no disrespect nobody. Him just say what he must say, and it was very pleasant and polite, and the point came across. You understand? Him not this nobody. The man is very soft-spoken. Even when he post something to him IG, right? And he might address certain things. Like, for example, me I look on one right now when I go read. It was, the man just articulate in a things where I say, it's like you can't get the wrong thing when you read or listen to nothing what I say. You understand? Because the man makes sure that him get him point across in such a respectful way. Everybody have to understand it. Me wrong, I'm right, Patrice?
True.
So what the man writes on his IG today for people who didn't see it. Dalton Wright, thank you for all the support and genuine love and being there with me on this awesome journey. For clarity and for word value, this is what I said, and what I know is who I am. Never giving up put me here, which is on the X Factor show. The man said never giving up is what put him where him there. Alright? The man said never giving up is what put me here. Not crumbling and not accepting defeat. That simply means say a whole heap of things him go through in his life. You could have make him say, you know what, here what? Me not even go do this no more, me give up. You understand what I say? The man said he's not crumbling and not accepting defeat. Put him where him there. Alright? Whether love or hate or even through the falsehood, find somewhere in this and on my entire journey or social media where I say anything negative about anyone or lied. When you hear that, people, Patrice, you understand what I'm saying, right? That's right? Exactly. The man say, you don't find anything on social media when me tell a lie about anybody.
Yeah, but check out the song.
You see what I say? The man say, you can't go search. All you don't want to do now go find a lie. Anything what me say is what happened. And the man say, people in him life, people from his own community, people from his own neighborhood knows what he was enduring. And I had this conversation with someone recently, Patrice, where I said, if everything what Dalton I say a lie, right? If everything that Dalton is saying is a lie and nothing no go so, why is it that only people coming out and saying, I know Dalton from the area and everything what I say are true? We not hear nobody come out and say, well, some of the things about Dalton I say a lie and his mother. Me don't hear nobody pick up for his mother, you know. But I've seen people from the community come out and say, yes. Right. She have to come out and come say that herself, but not one of her neighbors, nobody from the community came out and said, well, we can defend her and say, well, that is true. Everybody else was speak up because I've seen people write on Facebook posts, I've seen people commented on videos, even my very own videos, and said, listen, I am from the community where Dalton and his mother lived, and I knew that they were poor. Them never have it like that. You understand? So why is it that if people can't see that? Alright? No. Furthermore it says, yeah, she says she a hot girl and say, oh, she shape good and all of that. Where all of that even come from? Where all of that even come from though? None of that was necessary. None of that was necessary. Anyway, the thing that he said, I don't lie. He said, too many witnesses for that. You hear that, people? The man say, have too many witnesses who experience and see what him go through for him tell a lie. The man said, too many witnesses for that. And I will never judge. Other than that, use your time wisely. Invest in yourself. I did and I put. And it put me here. Not the negative. The man say, I did and it put me here. Not the negative. Just positive. The world is huge. Stick to your values and work hard and never give in to the hate. The world has love too, a lot of it. Never give up, never retaliate to negative. You hear the man say? The man say never retaliate to the negative. And exactly that him do, you know. You notice him not retaliate to the negative? Him not. Exactly. The man say, I am in the X Factor finals. I am in the X Factor finals after everything. I defeated you and I will continue to do so. Hatred and negativity. I am grateful for everything, but honestly, you never stopped me then and you can't stop me now. There are so many awesome conversations where we could understand and empower each other, but the world is different on social media these days. But I am sending thank you and love alone. Love, peace, light, and even more success. You understand? So the way in which the youth articulate his words, may I tell you, they are simple words, you know. Patrice, are some simple words the man are writing, you know. But you see the way in which he put the whole speech together, make you just have to say, yo, the youth are really know how to listen me I tell you.
Just clapped up a while ago.
Listen, but him do it in such a decent way.
Yeah, him say look how much time you get to sit down and talk, and you don't want to talk, you make them go try you up on social media. Yeah, into negativity. Look how much people in the area don't say you beat me and boss me.
Exactly.
I mean, up and say, yeah, come, show up yourself. You can't wait and humble. Look how much time I try to work with them with me. I pick you now, I won't be done no more, because I boss and there, so I said myself come to England, so white people here, because sit down.
The man said, nah, feed into the negativity, no matter how much them I try, For hold him back, him not feed into...
I'm a clock
Exactly.
for nobody else.
Exactly.
And I read Dalton, I write where your clock are. I tell her, so me know why you're not more fanart till you're winning. And about 2 months after that, you come here one piece of money. After you get a little money, then with royalties money, what you do. You know what the advert them and so on, where your face come on TV and so. Him have one heap of little change to get plus more money. Remember, we don't talk about the winnings money. It make them bad mind and one of them want to lick the YouTube. But no can't stop Dalton at 68 million people in England. And the people them love Dalton. Not just we alone, me a campaign ad on social media so that the people them that don't really live in England can keep him strength and make him go up on the internet and so. Okay, you know we want the social media show out as well. So when you hit the iTunes them and so what big man thing. And popularity with X Factor vote.
Votes.
So when them show out them negative stuff here, the people them just love him more because them just it just associate that he would come from one hostile place where even if he was gay, we're not saying gay, you know. Even if he was gay, the thing when the people have the problem with, is not because of the gay argument. They must say, look how long in the competition and not on the one negative thing and it everybody jump on.
Right.
You hear when judge the mentor put for Twitter, him say, how Jamaica don't use negativity and steal from the jaws of positivity.
Right.
Dalton got this, He make sure poor Jamaica and it's basically what I say, Dalton got this, but don't use this kind of thing because it will overshadow the competition and make the competition look bad. So you I need to fix up on yourself or you know what I mean? People are going to start turning from Dalton which you don't deserve and me think them not deserve it. And me I said, if them homophobic keep them thoughts to themselves, if they want to voice them opinion and say, well them don't support, yes that's fine. Don't come out and come preach no hate from you. You not come out here and no uncompromising position. People not say it. They need to know love. 90% of the man them in Jamaica, their father never tell them say they love them. Their father never up them up. Their father never carry them for school. Their father never pick them up. 90% of them, 90% of us grow with mother and father, single parent woman. So remember we know the place all over the place. The system, the way the place set up, it all over the place. But we have some good people. When we set we are together and we come together as a people, we can make shit happen. Yeah, especially this year, we do something with the social media and with the positivity upon the internet is more than we ever done before. Why now when England are one of the hardest places to crack? You have a Jamaican who have a crack X Factor and then you guys like it now look good and I said that and so I want to know why am I going to eat Sunday for dinner? So them eat cold food, them think them could have stopped it. They cook cold food for strengthening nerves because them now make him broke down in England. None of them ever send 100 pounds come kill little boy.
Right.
Over here, they know that the people have clothes and so are weird. They know that if the people them say no competition tomorrow, that and have no money, but just wait until 6-7 weeks after the competition to get them something.
Right.
But them are going so far. The youth now win yet, you know, make yet, you know, start enjoy the money yet. You know what I mean to say, listen, everybody start the race one time. You see, Usain Bolt, the fastest man for the planet. Mo Farah are the fastest man over certain kilometers. If you give Usain Bolt Mo Farah race run, he can't run it. But maybe if you give Mo Farah Usain Bolt race run, he will run it. Everybody have their journey for running life. Some make it quicker than some. That and a 20-something man he make feel now. Who tells somebody else to make feel them on a 50? Just give the youth a chance and stop like preach later. It not look good out here, Virgin, because people are watching, man.
Yeah. And that's it, the man.
My name is Patrice G-Box on Facebook.
Yeah, man, people, Patrice G-Box.
Is Patrice G-Box on Facebook.
Patrice G-Box on Facebook, people. And the biggest thing on Facebook right now as a vlogger is that me I say, so if you don't know, alright, we are get a caller, make we hear what this caller have to say.
Alright.
Blessed love, unstoppable family, who this you are talking to?
Hi, you're talking with Shelly.
Alright, blessed, what go on night? Where you deal with? Talk to it.
Yeah, man. So I agree with Patrice.
Hi, sweetie.
But for Dalton now, I'm going to talk from a personal standpoint, right? Because I went through the same kind of, maybe not to his extent, but the same kind of hurt from a mother, right? And it took me many, many years. It's just maybe about the last 6 years that I have resolved it and said, okay, I can move forward. But when I, started to become successful and all that, family and everybody expected me to financially support her, for me to do things for her, back to Jamaica or bring her, take her out of Jamaica, all of that. But I could not do it. I couldn't do it mentally. I wasn't there. Like, my other relatives did it for her, and everybody was coming at me like, wait a minute, how come you're like this and not looking at me as a bad person? But nobody will understand exactly what you actually went through when a parent that is supposed to love you hates on you and deny you and treat you with indifference, like different from the other kids. It's something you don't get over. It stays with you. It stays with you for a long time. And you're hurt internally. It's what Dalton said, he's going to be the best father someday, because people like us go through something. So when we have our children, none of that. Because I'm a mother now, and I'm telling you that when I have boys, and when they reach teenage years, trouble, like you have to stand up and, trouble, man, trouble, because boy, they don't want to stand up and be the man. But
I'm telling you,
I never have done what my mother did. So, just knowing that, I can say, okay, I understand where he's coming from. He's hurting, and he needs time. So his mom, the people come bashing him, all the haters, just leave him alone, because he needs time to move past all of that. And yes, the British royalty should adopt him. They should adopt him, because Jamaica did not appreciate him. Jamaica does not appreciate him to this day. With all of that hate they put out against him, when they see him do anything. They're so locked up into the Jamaican culture that you can't see outside the box. Because in another culture, being friendly with a male person, it's not homophobic.
It's not acceptable.
It's not what do you call it? Homosexual. They should just leave him alone. He's getting the love that he never got before in his life. It's his time to do it, and he worked very hard to reach where he is. You understand me?
I am just embarrassed with like the way we carry on out here, because imagine him going on it for listen, Dalton probably didn't leave Jamaica and come there. He probably leave America and come straight here. He could have just go on it as Dalton, He didn't have to identify himself as Dalton from Jamaica. He could have just go on it as Dalton.
Yes, he didn't have to. And you see, if you watch the Sunday, somebody was in there just to show us that he still loves us. Somebody was there with a Jamaican flag. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the flag. I saw the flag in the audience.
Because I was watching at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
I think Dalton told them to put the flag there because.
And the thing is,
he's very shady.
The thing is,
shady young man, and that's why I like him.
The thing is, I saw it was a single Jamaican flag in the whole place, and it made it into the shot.
Big.
It made it into the shot. A single Jamaican flag.
He's very shady. I love him. He's very shady.
I was shocked when I saw it. I was like, hold on. Out of the whole place, that Jamaican flag just made its way into the shot.
Like that. Very shady. Very shady.
I got goosebumps.
This is what I mean. Like, we hear, don't forget that the Jamaicans went through a lot. Like, for the past, the ring rush, the this, the that. So, like, them people hear them about, oh, it's not such a big deal. It is a damn big deal. Them just have one word for tumble down in England with the Jamaican people. Them a give next to youth a chance. Like, are you serious, dude? Who else did I go look?
It is a big deal. No matter which way them look at it, it is a big deal. It is a big deal because the X Factor is a big competition.
Patrice,
that is dumb. £1 million contract. Who calculated that in Jamaican money. Like, what can you do? How can you not be competing with vocals like that? Be competing with the Beyonce? How can you not be signed with the best of the best? How can you not be up there with the top tiers with vocals like that and that money at your ledger too?
Right.
Grow and build you as a brand. How can you? This is not Jamaica. Furthermore, if when Dalton win X Factor Sunday, come Monday, for OK Magazine to get the interview with him, that's 10 grand in pounds, fam. Yeah?
Right.
Remember, that even if they don't want to vote now, it's okay by me. They don't need to vote because England is behind them. X Factor probably get 20 million views on a Saturday. Yeah? And I guarantee you, out of that 20 million views, 5 million people like Dalton, that's enough vote for him to win, fam.
No, man, more than 5 million, Patrice. Out of the 20 million, Dalton, I get at least 11 out of the 20 million.
No, I'm just saying 5.
You see,
these people
you have to understand, you know.
5 million.
You have to understand, you know, Patrice. Listen, Dalton has the talent where is a kind of talent where we very rarely find out at Jamaica, you know. Jamaica has a lot of talent, yes. But when you listen to Dalton's voice, you know, some pitch where the man holding up. Some pitch where the man holding up.
Oh, God.
Listen, me, man.
Listen, I was saying that if anybody in Jamaica, years ago, I watched, what you call it, what's the other one that Simon was on?
America's Got Talent?
American Idol.
Oh, okay.
And I said to myself, I wonder if a Jamaican could sing like that. But then I'm like, no, because of our accent. I don't think that we'll be able to hold those kind of notes. So just to fit Dalton, let me tell you something. He still talks with his accent. You have to know that our accent plays a big part in everything. So for Dalton to move past his accent and give them vocal note that he's like one of them top American singers. So I mean,
he's up there. Beyonce will never sing that song the same again. Every time Beyonce sing, listen. Somebody listen, man. If they want to go there, we can go there. You get me? I've never heard Patrice Amman covered anybody sing and they didn't come back for it. Beyonce can never come back for that listen song because Dalton don't take it. It went number 13 on the fucking iTunes. So like him don't take it.
Yeah.
Don't take it.
Yeah.
And when he took that Michael Bublé song, I'm telling you that Michael Bublé is proud of it because Michael Bublé's son at the moment he's going through cancer. You get me? So for him to like all that key change that jazz song completely to a R&B song, killing them notes, like on the real, he was killing it.
Remember, hey.
Dalton practiced a lot to be able to reach where he is.
Yeah,
he
listen.
went through a lot.
But remember, he said out of his own mouth that he has been working towards that competition, you know. He said that he was working towards that competition. So he had his goal. He had his goal and he knew exactly where he was going.
And if you go back to the YouTube and look at his progress, you listen to his voice and his progress from he was 15 until now. You know, when it just starts.
He has improved.
No, it's like, oh my God.
He improved massively. Because listen, I had this conversation with someone in the comment section of one of my videos where they were saying that Dalton was singing off key, right?
No.
When he entered Rising Star, and the person said he was singing off key, and I said, listen, if he was singing off key at that time, listen to him now is what matters.
No.
Listen to him now. Now, if you're gonna talk about saying did I sing off key years ago, you can't compare that to now, because when you hear the man's voice, who you can compare to him right now?
And he was a baby.
Listen, not to downplay any Jamaican artist, because Jamaica has a lot of talent and I love all my Jamaican artists, but who can you compare to the vocals what that and hold right now?
No.
Marina is Team Dalton all the way.
God bless him up because all we have got through.
Yeah. The man, listen, my thing is, Dalton learned how to sing like that because he had to sing away the pain.
That's it.
He had to sing away the pain.
That is my thing. That is my thing. And a lot of singers will tell you
Yeah.
like when they sing, they're going a different different world.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Wow.
All of our skeletons, all of our past, and people deal with it differently. And I just think, I'm just glad that he finds a way of dealing with his pain so we can enjoy, you know, and tread along on his story. And he's grown over the years, but I'm telling you, unstoppable. You see how England work? You see, in another 10 years, when you see Dalton, trust me.
Right.
People are looking at it today and like, I'm telling you, don't,
It's gonna be
what's
big.
the call? One Direction, there was 5 individuals that came on the X Factor. Simon and them found them in
And
a group.
Simon put them together.
Them geezers are worth more than a quarter billion put together. All of them sitting there. All of them came there as individuals on the X Factor.
But Patrice, listen this, right? Dalton sharp, you know. Dalton slick with him thing, you know. Listen this. You notice Dalton keeps saying, he make sure he keep repeating it. I'm not leaving without a record deal. You notice that?
Yeah.
The man smart with him thing. The man saying that because hear what? The man crying out for somebody if he hear him and listen to it. Hear what? Hear what Dalton Harris. Make me sign you. And guess who I go sign him? Simon. So you think Simon I make Dalton get to it? You stay there.
Him already in Simon scam. Come on.
Simon nah make Dalton get to it.
Dalton is a money bag right now. Okay?
Yes, right now.
Yeah.
Nile Rodgers, Simon Cowell,
Mm-hmm.
the man from ABBA, every big producer, them right now, let me tell you something about England now, yeah? I just threw me no one say what me I say. You see,
The ABBA guy.
if him come second, him richer than if him come first, and that me I tell a big man thing. Cause you see through the 1 year, I'm gonna get tied up in another contract. The man will come second in no contract with nobody. He can just go rock out 6 months after the competition done.
Yeah.
But that time we have to go wait a year.
Right.
But don't forget, I tell you, say, if we can just accept the fact, say, well, in boss you now and support him, the whole of we can enjoy the glory. You know, say, yeah, we did there upon the brother journey when it start big. You get me? Who should him come from Rising Star to here, so can't couldn't very much. Who are kill him, can't couldn't very much to can, no can't stop him, we have to cook him and eat him, like they say.
But Patrice,
Yeah?
it's the same thing. I was thinking about Merlin Naughty, right? That I always say, oh my God, she made it so well, and then she just changed her citizenship, and she denounced Jamaica. So she's not Jamaican anymore. But I'm saying, when you read her story, it's what she's been through with the Jamaican public and the Jamaican coach and society and everything. She had enough. So, here is Dalton still up for us, and we're pushing him away for him to now go say, okay, I'm a British citizen, and I want nothing to do with Jamaica, and rebrand himself as not a Jamaican. Because soon as they rebrand himself, this whole Jamaica thing will die down, and people won't see Dalton Harris
But
the
that me I tell you, that's why they need to jump on it now.
Right, but Carla,
That's
listen.
what I've been telling you.
But Carla,
When I said
listen.
to you like 10 years down the line, that's what I mean.
Listen to what I'm
Like 10
saying,
years
right?
down the line, it's just gonna be like where we started. That's all you're gonna remember.
Patrice,
Yeah.
listen
The
to what
progress
I'm
is gonna
saying,
come
right?
so quick, like,
You hear me, Patrice?
yep, baby.
I was thinking this the other day, right? If Dalton decides he's going to leave the UK competition, let's just say he doesn't sign with anyone in the UK or the US or any kind of big time promoter, and he decides that producer and decides that I'm going to go back to Jamaica and still continue to pursue my music career, right? I could tell you this right now. If Dalton Harris does that, his career will stop. That's the honest truth. If he goes back to Jamaica to pursue his career, his career will stop.
How could it stop? Why?
Listen why. No, Carla, listen why his career will stop. Carla, listen to why his career will stop. Because if Dalton decides to go back to Jamaica and starts to say, all right, you know what, I'm in Jamaica, I'm working with Jamaican producers, and I'm going to be singing reggae. How far will that take him when he is on a competition that I think what Dalton needs to do is branch over into R&B and stay on that side. You understand what I'm saying?
And the R&B man go be a pop.
Right, well, R&B and pop, yeah. R&B and pop, stay in that genre.
He had a good voice for reggae.
Yeah, he does.
Like Capleton and them, he had that kind of voice.
He does have a good voice, Carla. He does have a good voice, but listen to what...
It's up too.
Listen to the point what I'm trying to make though, Carla. He has a good voice for reggae, yes. But how far will that take him is what I'm saying. Will that put him on the point as a Bruno Mars? Will that take him to the point as a Beyonce? Will that take him anywhere on that level? No, it will not. You understand?
What about Marley?
Come on now. Would you say Bob Marley is on a Bruno Mars or a Beyonce level right now? Yes, Bob Marley is one of the known entertainers out of Jamaica, yes. But when it comes to great, will that take him there? No, it will not.
No, it won't take it there. No.
You understand? Reggae will not take him on the level that he could get to if he is singing R&B or pop. You understand? And plus, the type of beats that, and if he decides to go back to Jamaica and work in Jamaica as an artist, the Jamaican people will not accept his kind of singing if he decides to sing